Ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Oh, we got plenty of fight,
Picked
baby.
off at the 25. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Number 22, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 27, Haskins. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
First down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Patrick Queen on the
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Haskins now off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Flushed out right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Let's go, let's go.
A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. And again this time to the tailback. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 27, Haskins to the right side to Eric Ebron. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A collegiate star here by Maryland. This is Anthony McFarland.
The
ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Complete to
Eric Ebron.
Touchdown.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
That extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower?
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
The 41-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. His throw incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. But it's going to be second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Quarterback throws the fade, and that's one where really the receiver just has to make a play, right?
Brandon, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Let your guy get it and no one else. That makes it a very, very difficult play to defend.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Big hold of the 30, and all the way up to the 33-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
It's a game.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds because they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. They want the play to develop quickly and get the ball downfield. This one had to go over 5 seconds holding on to the football, and then he ends up getting hit, and they have an incompletion.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Haskins. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
Good route. Good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And 11 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
Jackson's pass.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Let's go, D, let's go. Now let's get there. Mark 54.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Steelers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster.
Complete.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
A gain of 5.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Steelers 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jackson now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
And 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
On 3rd and 2, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to throw. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
That's the score. Ravens 35, Steelers 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 52 yards.
Pittsburgh.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Anthony McFarland with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
makes the score Ravens 35, Steelers 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
A gain of
23 yards on the play. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Looking for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trevor Williams with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
They'll take over.
That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Haskins pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Number 87.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28.
A loss of...
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Now here's Johnson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows and just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
A loss of 11.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes over the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Young.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 16-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
There on the tackle.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He can run for it, and he will. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with this 4th quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw is incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Haskins. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Ravens 28-yard line.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Haskins. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. I got 19. He's mine. He's not going anywhere.
One final shot for Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Ravens 40.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.